So, Eugene, was there any ever doubt in your mind that that you were keen to stay here at the club?
I think when I decided to stay, it happened very quickly. I think I only had 2 meetings with Michael and the deal was done. So once the decision I decided to stay, it was done very quickly.
When was the moment that you felt you wanted to stay here, Eugene, given that, it wasn't that long ago that you were pretty upset with how things were going here?
Yeah, I think, obviously I had a year left on my contract, and obviously I had the pre-season to decide if I wanted to stay or not. And I think the first training session I came back, I just saw the belief and, I liked what the coach was doing. So, it took time, and a few months later, I made the decision I wanted to stay. And like I said, it only took maybe 2 meetings with Michael to make that, to do the contract.
Do you feel as though that your words then, back in May or whenever they were really listened to and acted upon?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know definitely now it's, the club's in a better state right now than it was last year. I think, like Michael said, there has been a bit of change, and it's good, and it makes my decision a lot easier too.
What about the coach? How much has his arrival influenced your decision?
Yeah, he's probably one of the biggest, obviously, because he's the boss and he's the one everyone has to listen to. So, it made my decision a lot easier. I had a good chat with him, about the club and about the future plans, and it made my decision really easy.
How's the culture of the club changed since the issues of the past?
I think, like Michael said, I think, the boss has come in and he's put a stamp on everything in terms of football, and everything goes through him and Michael.
Could you have left at any stage?
There probably was a chance where I was thinking about my future, but in saying that, I decided to do a pre-season with the new coach, and the belief is really there to, you can kind of see it through pre-season, and even the first game, the way we're going to play, and the belief that, to win trophies at the club.
Have you seen your World Cup chances, mate?
I think it's still a long way off. The whole season, a new coach now, and boys have got to perform to be in the team. So everyone starts from ground zero, and we go from there.
What are your thoughts on national coach or local coach, international? What's your sort of view on that kind of thing?
I think for the national team, you've got to go for the best option, whoever that is. It could overseas or homegrown coach. It's up to the FFA to decide. I think we've got some really good coaches now in the A-League, in Ange, Arnie, and Popper. Even though he's quite young, I think them three are really up to it, and it's up to the FFA to make that decision.
Michael, big boost, I guess, only one game into the season.
Yeah, it's terrific news. To have someone of Eugene's character and ability as a goalkeeper, in my opinion, the best in the league, to sign him for another 3 years, especially after the way things ended last season, to have things turn around so quickly. It's been fantastic for the club.
Were you ever worried that he might want to head off elsewhere?
Yeah, of course you're always worried, when a player isn't happy. But I think over the last couple of months we've seen a change in everything around the club, and also with Eugene, I think it was quite clear that the last few weeks he wanted to stay.
So obviously a big endorsement for Eugene to be given the captaincy in now 3 years, like quite a long-term deal.
Yeah, look, there was no doubt in the players' minds who they wanted as captain, and also with the coach. And when we talked about recontracting players, Giuseppe made it very clear that Eugene was the most important player to sign right now, and not that the others aren't important, but captain of the club, I think it just sends a big message to everybody.